Hello, everyone. Yes, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Happy weekend. Welcome to the class. Please hold on. Hold on while we add people. So you can join in through YouTube and Google Meet. Welcome, welcome. I'm admitting people in. You're all welcome to the class. I can see Kodri, I can see Wurola, Temilola, Ihanichuku, Azuchi, Abdulsalam. You're all welcome. 1, 2, 3, Azuchi, your camera is on. Please, could you turn it off, please? Your camera is on, sir, to avoid distracting others. Hi. Yes, just turn off your camera. So we'll wait a few minutes for others to join us. So while we're waiting, you can briefly introduce yourself to those who have joined. Just type in the comment section. You can use the chat box. Please, as you're coming in, try to turn off your camera. Try to turn off your camera until I want to share experiences or you want to ask a question later on during the class. Is the audio better now? Can you hear me? YouTube is clear. Okay. Let me try to fix the audio of the Google Meet. Yes, I can hear you, Temilola. Okay, okay. Let me try and work on it. Google Meet people, can you hear me now? Yes. Okay, better. Thank you. So later on, as the class goes on, if you have any difficulty with the network over here, you can just switch to YouTube. That's why I'm using two platforms. So in case one flops, we can move to another platform. We can rely on another one. So everyone can hear me now. If you can hear me, please just type yes or with an emoji. Just indicate with an emoji if you can hear me. Yeah. Okay. Please mute your mic as you come in. Please mute your mic. Okay, yes. MM said yes. Arowolo said yes. Abdusalam said yes. Perfect. Thanks for joining. Good afternoon once again. Please mute your mic so we don't distract others with what's happening in your house. Okay, so if 50% of the class joins, you start by 3:15 on the dot. You would have given everyone enough time to join in. YouTube people, please, can you hear me? Am I loud and clear? YouTube viewers, please let me know if I need to work on any sound issue, video, or audio. Yes. Is the screen I'm showing? Is this showing on YouTube? Yeah. Welcome, Ajogi. Please turn off your. Yes, please mute your mic and your video. Thank you. Hello, Ajogi. Welcome. Mute your mic. Mute your mic. That mic. No, you've not. I can still hear you and your baby. Yes, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so it's 3:15 now. We can start. All right, everyone. Good afternoon and welcome to Export Secrets webinar. Thanks for joining. My name is Adora Onyeke. I'm also known as the Smart Exporter. I'm very glad you all joined. So, in this class, we'll be discussing exportation. If you came in with questions, congratulations for joining. All your questions will be answered here. Then, if you're yet to send out the link to others, please smash the share button, invite others to also come and benefit because it promises to be loaded. So try and settle down. If you are still doing things, try and settle down. Get your pen, get your paper, get a few snacks to chew on because it's going to be a long, long class. And I'm glad you're here. So my name is Adora. Like I said earlier, Adora Onyeke. I'm from Enugu State. I've been into exportation for 3 years now. Yes, about 3 years. So both air cargo and sea cargo, I've had experience in dealing with the different types of exportation, both by air and by sea. Thank you, sir. And by sea. So we'll be sharing experiences, we'll be sharing the lessons that I've learned so far, the strategies that I use to build my Afrimol exports from scratch because the business started with less than two customers. In fact, with zero customer, we had zero customer base, no location anywhere. We started strictly as an online export business. So if you've been trying to get into export industry or into the exportation business and you feel, Adora, I don't have money. Export is for big people. Exportation is stressful. Exportation is hard. It is capital intensive. Just chill. You are going to get all the information you need here in this class. Even if you don't have much to start with, we will be sharing strategies that you can use to boost your business, your exportation business, to become known online and to also get customers and retain them. Because for every business, the growth of every business depends on how much your customers return, the return rate of your customers, right? So on that note, we will be starting with, I would like to give a few breakdown of what we'll be covering. We'll be covering understanding exports, introduction to export, I won't dwell much on that because for you to have joined this class, I believe you already know what exportation is. We'll also be talking about exportable products and the destination, that's the locations that buy some Nigerian products. Some products are exportable to some countries, but they are not exportable to some other countries. So where are these countries that you can send goods A and you cannot send products B? You can send product A to this country, but you can't send it to the other country. We will be getting to find out all about that. Then contrabands in exports. What are the things you can send to country A and country B doesn't accept it? That is under contrabands and prohibited goods. Then ABC or foodstuff packaging, we will also be covering that. Costing and pricing of export products. How do you put a price on the things you are selling? How do you make sure you make profit and at the same time you don't drive away customers, right? This is where you get to find out all about that. Then where to source products locally. Hmm. You don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss that. Where do you get some particular products at the cheapest rates that you won't spend so much money on? You want to tune into that section of the class. Then the next topic will be secrets to getting and keeping customers abroad. Then payment methods, how to receive payment in naira from people abroad, or how to receive payments in dollars, how to receive payments in pounds, depending on the currency of the location that your customers are residing. That will also be covered in this class. So once again, I welcome you all. I'm very glad you're here and I hope you have a great time. So what is exportation? I can still hear some people. I think some mics are still on. Some mics are still on. And let me try and let in some people. Hmm? Okay. Anita, please can you also switch your video off? Thank you. Thank you. Ajogi, please turn off your camera icon. You see that icon that is like a camera or like a video? Just tap on it. Thank you. Excellent. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get started. Exportation. What is exportation? What is export? How do we define export? This is not, although this is not a class where I want to start telling you exportation can be defined as the so 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 and so so so. But we also want to find out, we also want to be sure that we're not doing something else. I think there's lights now. Help me out with charger, please. One charger. Please. The head of this charger. Sorry, guys. Thank you. There's a socket here. Is it low current? It's low current. So, okay. YouTube is dark, so I want to turn on this light.
The weather is causing
The weather is also dark. It's raining in my location. Okay. It's a bit better. Thank you. A bit better. So the rain will stop anytime soon. Okay, so before I got distracted, introduction to export. Exportation is simply sending out goods from country A, where it is produced, to another country where it will either be resold or used. That's just exportation simplified, or export business. So export business basically is just carrying or sending out goods from country A to country B. Country A is usually where that product is manufactured or produced or cultivated, and then moved to another country where it will be sold out or used by other people. So when we talk about exportation, there are different types of exportation. But for this class, non non-oil exports. Nigeria is basically known as an oil exporting country. Nigeria is part of OPEC, Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. But over the years, the government has been trying to point the citizens towards non-oil exports. Everyone cannot, like, all the states in Nigeria are not oil producing states. There are some states that are oil producing states and some states that are non-oil producing states that have other useful natural resources, other useful agro products. Nigeria is so blessed, so blessed that we have basically anything you think of. Nigeria has a lot of agricultural products. Nigeria has a lot of aluminium products. Nigeria has a lot of mineral resources. And for years, we just look at exporting it in its raw form. But we thank God that with technology, and as the people are getting to open their eyes to the opportunities in other things that are not oil related, there has been an increase in exportation of agricultural products. Yes. So we will be looking at the ways that we can export agro products. How can we export agro products? Now, there are two means of exportation that is very popular to send goods from one country to another that we will be focusing on in this class: air cargo or air freight and sea freight. But there are different means of cargoing goods from one location to another. You have rail, you have sea, you have air, you also have land. But some countries are not linked by land. You cannot say you want to send things to Canada now and you want to use land. Which land is connecting Nigeria to Canada? Of course, it has to be either through air freight or sea. So that's why we will really be focusing on those two major areas: air freight and sea freight. Air cargo and sea cargo, they are the same thing. Whether freight or cargo, they are the same thing. So air is by air, either aircraft, jets, and all that, by air. While sea freight is the use of vehicles or automobiles or things that can move on sea. In this case, usually shipping vessels, because some small boats cannot move from different places to different place. You get the kind of ferry that can move things from, let's say, Ikorodu to Ikoyi or the island. You cannot put load in that kind of size of ferry and use it to send goods abroad, right? Yes. So in this one, we're talking about shipping vessels. Ocean freight is basically using shipping vessels to send out goods. Welcome, Joy. Please turn off your video. Please turn off your video. Thank you very much. Perfect. Thank you so much. So we have ocean freight and air freight. Now, there are a lot of people that have been trying to get into exportation, and they usually say, "How do I even know which one to send? How do I even know? Okay, Ada, I have palm oil. How do I know if I'm supposed to send it by air and not by sea? How do I send it? Then how do I tell customers to pay? What is the pricing like? What's the difference between air cargo and sea cargo? You get. So if this has been something that is bothering you, you might want to listen very carefully to this part of the lecture. Now, air cargo is usually used because it is a faster means of transportation. Of course, an aeroplane will be faster than a ship. Definitely, it will be faster than a ship. So if you want to cargo things that are needed expressly, if you want to cargo things that are needed urgently, if you want to cargo things that will be faster, you need to use air freight. Me, on the other hand, if you want to cargo things that are of a larger volume, and you don't want to spend as much as you will spend on air cargo, you have to use sea cargo. Listen very carefully. For air cargo, it's usually for things that are small quantity. Some, they are not necessarily very small, but because this person needs it in a certain time frame, you have to use air cargo for it. Someone that say needs Ankara or Ashwebi or jewelries or hair products, hair extensions, or food stuff that they want to use for a certain occasion. You cannot tell them that you want to use sea cargo that will take 2 months or 3 months or 4 months. Whereas the birthday or the baby dedication or the wedding party that they want to use it is in 2 weeks' time. Definitely, it's a no-brainer. You have to use air cargo for that. Am I still clear? Is the audio still good? Because it's raining quite heavily here. All right, thank you so much. So you use air cargo for things that have a certain time frame, and you don't want the goods to get to that customer at a later period. We would advise that you use air cargo. So what are the benefits of air cargo or air freight? It's because it is faster. It is faster. That's one of the advantages of air freight. Let me try and share my screen. Don't mind me, guys. I'm trying to share my screen. So can you guys see my screen? Is my screen clear? Can you guys view my screen now? It's working. Okay, perfect. Both YouTube and Google Meet. Those on, please, can you see the screen? If you can see the screen, please let me know. Yes, for the Meet. Okay. Yes, you can zoom in if you want to see it clearly. So you have the screen now. I think both parties can see it clearly now. Let me see the view here. Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you. So goods that are needed between a period of 2 to 3 days to 3 weeks or a month, you use air cargo for it or freight. It's usually faster and it's a bit one of the disadvantage or the setbacks is it tends to be more expensive. How do I mean? For example, to send to the United States of America, if you are using DHL, DHL is usually a faster means of transportation of cargo system for people that need things in less than a week. For example, if you are sending to the US, DHL per kg is about 8,500 naira or 9,000 naira, if I'm not mistaken. And within 3 days, 3 to 5 days, that person would have gotten that item. So that's one of the benefits. But the drawback is that it is usually expensive. So why do people now use sea freight? The disadvantages of air freight are the advantages of sea cargo. Sea cargo is usually cheaper, yes, but it takes longer. So because it takes longer, people who use sea cargo tend to be things that are people that need things in huge volume. So let's say you are sending things that are about 200 kg, 500 kg, 1 ton, 2 tons, name it. As the volume goes up, you have a cheaper rate. Say for example, it costs 700 naira per kg to send items to the UK by sea. You can never get that anywhere if it's by air, or to the US, 700 naira or 600 naira to send things to the US. Most people when they are moving, like people that are relocating abroad, people that are relocating overseas, they use sea cargo because all the kaya they have in their house, they can carry everything without spending as much as air cargo that they will spend about 8,000 naira or 6,000 naira or 5,000 naira depending on the country they are sending to. So that's one of the benefits of sea cargo. So I'll be moving to the next topic now. Untapped secret of exports. When you want to go into exportation, what are the things you should look at? Exportable products. What are the things that I can export? So on that note, I have this here in my slide. If you can see my slide, please untap your audio and let me know you can see it, or use the chat box. So under exportable products, what do you want to be known for? That's the question I usually ask people, that when they ask, Ada, I want to send this, I want to send that. Ada, what are the things that I can send abroad? Or they message me, Smart Exporter, I'm really interested in the export business, but I don't know what to send. It makes me weak for a while, because if you are interested in a business, you should also have done some level of research into it, right? You are interested in exportation. You can't export everything and nothing. You have to start somewhere. What is in your hand? What is closer to you? What do you want to be known for? So for agro products, you have things like egusi, you have things like ogbono, you have raw food stuff, egusi, ogbono, garri, fufu, what's it called, palm oil, name it. You have them under agro products. Then there are some people, for those that are, for my special people that are in the fashion line, the special people that are in the fashion line, what do you want to be known for? Is it gele? Is it ipele? Do you want to be doing hoodies? Do you want to be making mommy and me, like parents and children outfits? Do you want to be known for wedding clothing? Do you want to sell wholesale tailoring materials or tailoring stuffs? Things like organza, lining, adire, batik, beads, beading accessories, fashion accessories that have a touch of African clothing in it. These things are really selling out well. If you check Amazon, you see how much they sell most of these things for. You will be amazed. Later on in the class, we'll check out these things. So what are the things you want to be known for? I usually ask people that, what do you want to be known for? So next on the list, under agro products, we move to organic products and skincare. A lot of these things are grown in Nigeria. A lot of natural organic products, natural skincare products, things used for cosmetics, they are in Nigeria. Shea butter, for example, you see it everywhere. We don't even value it. But this thing costs a lot of money. Like, it's so expensive abroad. That's because they know the value, and a lot of industries use it, both for food, both those that are in the skincare industry, cosmetic for skin, cosmetics for hair, products for hair, then pharmaceuticals as well. So we look at things like shea butter, mango butter, honey products, snake oil, fish oil, moringa leaf, moringa oil. Yes, you can get oil from moringa leaf. So these are some of the things, the ideas for those who have been a bit bothered, or you are still unclear about what to go into. I would advise you take a look at some of these things, the ones that are very, very close to you, you can get at very cheap rates, and look into it. Then the next is for handmade bags, shoes, and accessories. Leather is, how do I say this? Nigerian has one of the best leather products in the world, but we are eating everything in form of pomo. Yes, we are eating that pomo. We are eating is leather that Louis Vuitton, that Gucci and the rest they are looking for. They are buying it. At the end of the day, they use it, they process it well, and we are buying the bags as designer bags and paying thousands of dollars for it. Nigeria, especially Kano, Kano has some of the best leather, and you'll be surprised that international brands, international fashion brands source for Nigerian leather. They come, they buy it at ridiculously cheap prices. They go abroad, process it, and are sending and are selling it for exorbitant rate. And we ourselves, we are now traveling abroad to go and buy it. The same is happening in the cocoa industry. Then things like cashew, kola nuts, tiger nuts, groundnuts, cocoa and cotton, egusi, palm oil. Hibiscus leaf is zobo, in case some people are wondering. Hibiscus leaf is zobo leaf. Hibiscus leaf is zobo leaf. So that's for exportable products. If you have any question at this junction, if you have any question concerning something that's a product that you have in mind, and you've been wondering if you can send it, then please also feel free, drop it in the comment section, so we'll talk about it. I said this class will be very, very relatable. I want it to be relatable. I want you to share your feelings. I want you to also comment. I want it to be like, to be as practical as possible. So it should be interactive. If you want to speak, kindly unmute your mic or type if you are more comfortable with typing. Okay, in the absence of none, I'll just move on. So there are also some. Okay, Don David, please go ahead. Yes, question, please, David. Do you have any question relating to a product that you have in your locality or where you stay, and you are wondering if it's something that you can export? An idea of what it will take to export fresh flowers. What kind of flowers and to which country? It will depend on the country. So I'm waiting for that. Depends on the countries. Things like it depends on the country and how far it is from Nigeria. And then when we send it, will will the condition, the freshness still be maintained? At least for Lagos to UK, I know people send even fresh vegetables. So if you want to export fresh flowers from Nigeria to UK, definitely it's possible because Nigeria to UK is less than 18 hours. But for countries like, say, you are now sending it to France, you're sending it to the US, you're sending it to Germany and Australia, I don't think fresh flowers would sell because they already have it in those places, one. And then will the quality still be maintained? Because the process of sending it, it would have already been exposed to heat. But when I would want to advise something, why not look at other forms that this thing can go? Like when you add more value to it, can it can it be made into oil? Can it be made into oils or essential oil extracts that people can then add to other products? Can it? You would also want to look at that. There are some countries you can send it to, while some countries will not want anything fresh to come in. And when you are even sending it fresh, except it's a very special order, and that customer is like one of the elites and VIPs, would they be willing to bear the cost? Because it's like you are giving that person a VIP package. So I don't know what's really on your mind or what kind of business you want to build around it. Maybe you would need to DM me privately later so we can strategize on it. But on a like on a large volume, on a large scale, I would say no. I would say no. Because even when we send items that tend to be fresh, is in frozen state. So if they freeze these flowers and when it gets to those countries, they defrost it, will it still be in good condition? So there are a lot of factors that we need to put in. There are a lot of variables that I don't fully have the information. So we want to look at that later. David, are you okay with that? Thank you. Okay, any other question? I've taken one question from YouTube. Any question from Google Meet? Okay, I'm seeing a lot of questions on Google Meet. Abdusalam Ibrahim is asking, I have to okay, he's telling me I have two brothers who are into agro products and leather works. Can they export it? Yes, yes, yes. A lot of these foreign brands that make shoes, they send private buyers. They call them private procurement specialists. These people go to Kano. They already have customers who will make it down for them. They will tell them the number of crocodile skin they need, the number of snake skin they need, the number of cow skin they need. They dry it out for them and they buy it. The next thing is in France, and they are using it for bags. They are using it for purse. They are using it for leather shoes, L and V, Givenchy, what's it called? The other brand that is so popular, Prada. And then for women, this very expensive leather bags that we get. Yes, they get it from northern Nigeria. Some parts of Somali, Ethiopia, and other African countries also have it, but not as much as Nigeria because the north is mostly a nomadic farming area. So there are a lot of There are a lot of livestock materials that can be gotten there. So that's that for Abdul Salam. You can export it. You can export dried leather. How about perfumes? Some people import them. So how do we export it? Yes, you can export perfume. Quadri Zainab is asking, I distribute food products for some brands and supply retail stores. Can I look into exporting these products despite the fact that I'm not a manufacturer? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. As long as your product is quality, you have packaged it. I want to congratulate you for the fact that you have even started supplying retail stores. It means you have done your production to a certain extent that the packaging is excellent. So you can export it. If you are NAFDAC certified, even if you are not NAFDAC certified, it depends on who you are supplying to abroad. We'll be going into that later in the class. You can export. You can export it. Then Chizzy Albert is asking, can I be able to export palm kernel oil along with other local food stuff? Yes, 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 it's a very good question and a very good product. Palm kernel oil, very, very good. One of the best oils that is used in the cosmetic industry. So we are fully covered exportable products to an extent because we can't cover everything. Like Nigeria has a lot of products. Nigeria has a lot of agro products. So if you say we should start looking at the possibilities for each and every one, it will really tie us down. So we want to move forward. Later on, as we are talking as we talk about prohibited items of some countries, you then be able to rule out some things that you have in and add some other things. As we are sharing ideas about things you can export, I talked about shea butter, I talked about cocoa butter, mango butter, snake oil, fish oil. You know there is oil that is gotten from fish as well, especially catfish. I know it produces a lot of oil. Those who rear catfish will tell you. And the oil is very, very healthy. Moringa, hibiscus. Hibiscus is zobo. For those who don't know, hibiscus is zobo. And it's one of the products that, like, it has been gaining popularity. I don't know what they are now seeing in it in the UK and US and Canada. Maybe due to cocktails and all these Chapmans and everything. So hibiscus, zobo, if you are in the north, if you live in the north, where I know that zobo, moringa, ginger and garlic is much there, you have a lot to do in that field. Nigerian ginger, they said Nigerian ginger is one of the best in the world. So if you have ginger, if you have access to ginger in large quantities, you should look at a way to export it. You would make a lot in it. In fact, there is an association for ginger in Nigeria for ginger exporters. Even if you don't belong to the association, ordinary like supplying to people, supplying to exporters that will then bring to those of us, people like us that send a large quantity by sea cargo, is something for you. You would know how much you'll be getting into it. For those who came in through YouTube, like who found me on YouTube, you know Debbie Omada, Madam Deborah Omada. She does basically ginger, just ginger. She supplies ginger in trucks within Nigeria. She just looking at we are working on a partnership for us to be able to start sending outside the country for her. So you would want to look at ginger, turmeric, mango butter, cocoa butter, honey. If you are in the east or places where honey is easy to make or easy to cultivate, you should look at it. Palm kernel oil as well, palm oil, hmm, palm oil, palm oil. I'm still making silent money from palm oil. Even within Nigeria, the level the level of wealth inside palm oil is one that a lot of people just underlook because it looks like a dirty job and it looks like a very small, is it not just market women things? Is it not just markets? My dear, these women you are seeing in the market that sell palm oil, they are making serious money. Oh. Let me give you an example. I stored palm oil last year. I stored palm oil last year. And when I bought palm oil, it was around the regions of 9,005 to 10,005 in the east. I'm from Enugu State, so I got most of my palm oil from my village in Nsukka. Then I also buy sometimes from Delta State and then from Benin. Edo State also has very good palm oil. So I bought it, I stored it, I left it for about 3 months. Was it up to 3 months? Yes, during lockdown, that palm oil between March, the lockdown started in, was it March or April last year, right? Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. Between that March down to October last year, and mothers in the house can testify, palm oil just rose. Like it just rose. 125 liters keg of palm oil that was at 9,500, 10,500, later it became 11,000 to buy from villages. We were buying it for around 18,000 naira in Lagos here. Later it moved to 19,500. Later it moved to 20,000. At a point, I know people that sold palm oil around 21,000 naira for 25 liters. That yellow King's oil keg. That yellow King's oil keg that is 25 liters. I sold mine from around when it was 16,500 because I was like, I don't think it will go higher than this price. Those ones that I bought around 9,500, 10,500, I sold it around 16,500. People that were more patient, if patience is a bad thing, people that were more patient still sold palm oil around 21,000 naira per keg. So there are a lot of distribution channels. There are a lot of things you can do with just palm oil, with just palm kernel oil, with just shea butter. So that was why I asked in that my slide, what do you want to be known for? What do you want to be known for? It's not like I don't supply people other products. Oh. But during that period, like whenever people need good palm oil, they just call me. Whenever people need palm oil, they just call me. Now, currently, the Okomu Banga oil, that's those ones I stored and sold around 16,500 was those unbranded palm oil. Those ones they just make in normal village setting, village meal, and then they pack it in kegs and then they sell it. Then later on, I looked at, because at a point it started becoming scarce, palm oil started becoming scarce. I think due to the lockdown, some people could not go to farms, some people could not move around and everything. Farmers were not able to move freely as they would on a normal time. And then I think they said the palm fruits did not ripen on time last year. So it took a lot of while. And by then there was demand. And you know when demand is higher than supply, goods tend to get higher. That's the forces of demand and supply, it's market forces. If there's scarcity of something and it's not that much and some people have it, of course they will sell it for the amount they feel like. Any amount they call it, people will buy because it's scarce, they can't really get it everywhere. So that's how it is. So that's why I've been pointing people towards businesses or like agro products that are not so popular. Some are very popular, but the demand for it, the demand for it rises occasionally, especially in diaspora or abroad where people don't really have access to it. They would pay. So if you are scared that why would people want to pay so for tiger nut? Tiger nut is Ofio. Yes, they will buy it. The only thing is that some countries don't take it in the seed form. So if you break it down into flour or into powder, they will buy it. Do you know from tiger nuts you can make flour and make it like semo? They still use it for yogurt, for juice, and other things that they add it for. Even for baking, tiger nuts is one of the things they are pointing medicals in the house with them in weakness. Like They point people that are diabetics, older people into tiger nut, potato flour, other flours that are not so carbohydrate dense. All right? Yes, someone can bear me witness. Thank you. So Stella N is asking, what about flour, sweet potatoes, cassava, plantains, tiger nut? Money dey there. Yes, serious money dey there. Stella N, there's money there. The thing is, when you add quality, like when you add value to it, that is not just raw cassava, it's not just raw sweet potatoes. It's now in a form that has value. One, it reduces stress too, and it's easy to use. So that's the part we'll talk about packaging. So that's the part where we'll talk about packaging. Okay, next on the schedule we have exportable products and their destination. Okay, I think we've covered that. Contrabands in exports. Contrabands in exports. What are the contrabands of some countries? What are the things you can send to this country and you cannot send to country B? You can send it to country A, but you can't send it to country B. So we look at UK. You notice, pardon me please, but I have experience more with UK, US and Canada, especially USA and Canada. So most of my examples will be using those countries. Destination of those countries, yes, that's what I will also cover in this contraband part. I will also cover that in this contraband part. So we have USA. Let's start with USA. USA doesn't take milk. Let me try and share my slide. It's still in a raw form. I'll send the finished product to the finished documents to you people after the class. Please pardon me, I'm trying to share my slide with you. Okay, can you people see the screen? It's still in Word format, so I will send it as a PDF later to the group. Is the screen visible? Is the screen visible, please? I need someone to unmute their mic and just talk, please. Okay. More Arowolo. Madam Temilola Okedigba. Am I right? Okedigba. Please, can you see my slide? Can you see my screen rather? Okay. Oh my god. Okay, share it now. Please zoom in if you need to. You can see I'm trying to zoom in. So if you can't see anyone, just zoom in. I just want to carry us along, so I'm not just saying it. So prohibited goods or contraband. Please, can you people see it clearly now? Temilola Okediba, please can you call out some of the things you're seeing for me? Yes, I want the class to be interactive. Are you enjoying yourself? Like, are you getting value? If you're getting value, please type yes, type value, or drop your favorite emoji. So, prohibited or restricted goods. YouTube people, you can also see it now. Google Meet, it's also open. So USA contrabands, milk and any item that is made from milk or dairy products. So things like wara, cheese, they are made from milk. You can't send it to the US, at least for now. Beef, chicken, any products made from beef and chicken. That's things um like suya, things like kilishi, things like no chicken, Maggi chicken. You can't send it to the US. US rejects anything that is made from beef and chicken, not chicken as well. Pomo, you can't send it to the US. Alcoholic drinks, yam and any form of tubers, then most of the items that you send, in fact all items you need to send, especially through air cargo, it has to be grinded, it has to be in powdered form. That's why I said there are some things you can send by sea if it's in seed format, but you can't send it through air cargo. So these are one of those things. Then Fanta, Coke, Lacasera, Viju milk. These things have derivatives of milk. Some of them, the ingredients, they are not so they are not in line with US regulatory customs, so they don't allow it. Seeds or food items with shell. That's things like granite with its shell. Things like boza. Boza is one of those ingredients, key ingredients in pepper soup. Pepper soup ingredients, pepper soup spices. Things with shell. You can't take it abroad. You have to deshell it and put it into powdered form. Then snipers, poisonous substances, then you have chemicals, then you have guns or any other item considered as contraband by the US Custom and Border Patrol. So there you have it for US. Those are the major contrabands that they frown on strictly. They really, really frown on it. These items you can't send it through cargo, through air. Some of them you might be able to send through sea, and some of them if you are traveling as hand luggage, you can take it in little quantities because you'll be able to stand there and defend yourself that it's for personal use and taking it's for myself, but not harmful chemicals, harmful materials. I'm talking about the food items. There are some that you can carry along if you are traveling, but you can't send it via cargo. Then for Canada, things like noodles, chicken products, bleaching cream. The Canada usually frowns heavily on bleaching, things that affect the skin. Hydroquinone products that have hydroquinone, like Caro White, Caro Tone, all these Caro products that have high hydroquinone levels because of the rampancy at which the way skin cancer is growing. They don't want things that would affect people's skin. So if you have a product or cosmetic that has bleaching ingredients in it, they don't take it. For more beef, chicken as well, Canada doesn't take it. Then UK and EU countries, because the UK is like the border between EU countries. Most of these countries, if you want to send things, especially cargo, it passes through UK. If you are sending things to Italy, they stop over in the UK. So basically, UK laws guides other EU countries, even though they've exited from the group, but it still passes through UK. So dry fish, pomo. In fact, UK is one of those countries that are very, very strict with foodstuff coming from Nigeria due to a lot of misdemeanors of people that have carried things in the past, people that hide drugs, cocaine, and other hard drugs in food items. They are very, very, very strict on food items, especially coming from Nigeria because of the bad rep. And that's one of the things that really makes me sad because it's one thing for someone, just an individual or some set of individuals to misbehave, and then the whole country is stereotyped because of some people's behavior or lack of good behavior. Do you understand? Let me not rant, but I just hope we do better. For those of us that want to start business, I would really plead with you, please, as you are going in, please be reliable, be a person of integrity. If this thing is not allowed, don't take it, please. If it's not allowed into this country, don't take it. Because for someone that is just growing a business, it's not a good thing if you already have a bad image. If you have a bad image or your company already is associated with a company that carries contraband, so you would want to avoid it at all costs. Then for others who are starting, or for those who have been into the business and they've gone ahead of some of us, please try and maintain integrity because of the sake of others. Try and maintain integrity. Let us ditch that notion that they already have, that anybody coming from Nigeria is fraud, anybody or anything coming from Nigeria is bad, is substandard, is not of good quality. Please, that's why I always plead with people, if you are going into this thing, make sure that it is the best quality, like worldwide standard you're giving people. Thank you. So UK and EU countries, they don't take crayfish, they don't take dry fish, they don't take pomo, beef and chicken produce, they don't take it. So on that note, for those that are interested in other countries, because I'm used to UK, US, Canada, those are the popular destinations I send to. If you need information concerning the prohibited goods or the contrabands that some of these countries do not take, or the particular contrabands that the country you are sending to, they don't allow it, you might want to, I advised in this note or in this guide, that if you need the contrabands of other countries you are interested in, just go to the customs websites of that country, or Google search, type in your Google search prohibited goods in Dubai. I use Dubai for example. Or if you are sending to Germany, import contrabands in Germany or prohibited goods in Germany. Let's let's quickly try that so you can see. So someone should quickly do that so we don't get. You can just type that. Can just type that. Let's move ahead. Prohibited goods in Germany, prohibited goods in Ukraine, imports contrabands in Ukraine. Just go to the customs website. So we're seeing it here. This is for hand luggage. This is for hand luggage. Let me try something else. So you're seeing it. Customs clearance. It has taken us to the official website of the UAE. So we're seeing the things there. We're seeing some of the things they don't want. Counterfeit currency, controlled or recreational drugs and narcotic substances, pirated content, items used in black magic, witchcraft or sorcery, publication and artworks that contradict or challenge Islamic teachings and values, exotic, protected and endangered animals and vicious breeds, gambling tools and machines. Those are restricted items in the UAE. So here we are seeing other food products, yogurt, 50 liters of olive oil, vegetables and fruits, dates, sweets and bread, caviar, fish and seafood. There's a control, there's a limit on this thing. So you can't take more than this quantity. Honey and sugar products, vinegar, rose water, saffron, children food. It must not be more than 10 kg. Juice as well. So if you need concerning any other country, you can just do that. Just go to the customs directory of that country, the website, customs website of that country. Okay, so costing and pricing for export, costing and pricing of export. So here I wrote that I won't necessarily tell you the price to charge your products, because if where I get my products will be different from where you get your products. Do you get? Where person A or entrepreneur A gets their products, someone that is in the north, their cost of production will be different from someone that is in Lagos. So what you need to do is, when you are taking, like, you've taken stock of the expenses you are going to make for those products. Let's say it is fabrics now. You've taken stock of the cost you would spend in buying the product, the raw materials for the clothes or the food stuff. You've checked how much it will cost you to produce it, to sew it, package it, iron it, stone it, if you are putting stones, then to now pack it in nylons, very fine nylons, put your tag or your label. These things are, you are adding value. You're adding value to this product. It's not the original price of something that is just a plain material in the market that it will now cost after you've made it. So production costs are different. But what I have to advise is that you try and cut out middlemen as much as possible. Cut out middlemen as much as possible when you are doing exportation, when you are procuring goods. Then for agro products, try and go to the source. Try and go to the source. Like, go as closer to the farmer as possible. As closer to the farmer as possible. That way, your cost will be reduced. For example, I was speaking with someone, one of the participants in this class earlier today, and he said from his location, a bag of ogbono is 80,000 naira. He said a bag of ogbono, 50 kg ogbono, is 80,000 naira. Okay, now when he gets this bag of ogbono from this place and he adds value to it, let's say he cleans it, he grinds it, he now packs it in good nylons, like quality Ziploc nylons, and then he has now placed labels on it, very fine labels. Say for example, let me get an example to show. So the last time I did, this is a Ziploc nylon, not particularly, but this is a packaging nylon. Let me exit. So for those on meat, you can see this this like a pouch. It's basically called a pouch. This is a pouch. When you buy it, this is how it comes. It will be empty. So say you pack beans. I have some labels here for beans. This is a label for beans. I did this for a US company. This was for a US company. So you can see 2 kg. This thing can take 2 kg beans in it. I'm showing you to Google Meet people. Can you see clearly? So this is a pouch. Then you pack, you've picked the beans, you've cleaned it. So it's just for people abroad when they buy this thing now, it's just for them to remove the beans in it and then use it, just rinse it and put it into their pot. You can see this pouch, right? So the cost of getting it in the east, most people usually sell it either dozen price or in packs of 100. So it depends on the level of person you are buying it from. When you buy it like this, it can, when you pack things inside, it can really stand like this. So you buy it like this, you buy it like this, then you've done labeling. So if it's things like beans or let's say elubo, elubo, can you guys see it clearly? So this is it, elubo label. This is the label for beans. You've done something like this. For this, you can give it to any nice printer, any printer that has sense will be able to do something like this and do it clean. So they do your graphics and they print it out for you. It has upgraded the level of your beans. Your beans is no longer on the level of the woman in the market that is selling just beans. You've added quality to it. So definitely, if they are selling one paint of beans for 2,000 naira or 2008, your beans, because it has been picked and you've added value to it, is easier to use. You have given quality. You can't sell it for 2008. Do you get? Especially if you have gone to the source, if you bought it from the north, from the cheapest place possible, you will then be giving value, you'll be giving quality, and then pricing. So most people I know that sell things like this that are already clean sell it above 3.5 within Nigeria. So if you are selling it to the international market, what you do is just a rough analysis. Go to the pages of people that already sell those things. See how much their average cost is. See how much they are selling it, the unit cost. Then when you need to reach out to them, you've calculated all your prices, everything that it will cost you. They are the ones that will pay for shipping. You as somebody that is processing, you as a procurement agent, you as a packaging person, you don't pay for shipping. Don't make that mistake. You don't pay for shipping. Once that product has gotten to this person, except if that person is someone that is like someone that has strong integrity, most people will just run with your money. It's not only those in Nigeria that scam people. People abroad also scam those in Nigeria as well. They run with your money and you can't do anything to them. So I would want to advise that you are very careful in that. So for costing and pricing, you have to make sure that you factor in all the costs and all the expenses you make, and make sure that it's still within a range that is of value to those that are abroad that will be buying from you, right? So next on, so make sure that your pricing will give value, eliminate middlemen as much as possible. The price of a bag of beans in Taraba is way lower than the price you will get it in Lagos. Buy from farmers or the closest link to the source. The closest link to the source. Same applies for fabrics business and other materials. So the popular products that will sell, popular products abroad, and the places they can be gotten in Nigeria. Things like Where to source products. We've moved to another subtopic. Where to source products for export. If you need this, we'll be sending it later to us all. We'll send it as a PDF to people who have dropped their email. Please, if you've not dropped your email, kindly drop your email. And to those on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe if you are finding this very valuable. Please subscribe to my channel so that when I make other posts or when I do other videos, you would get notification. Turn on notifications, subscribe, please. Share as well. If you've not shared out this link, please share out. Share to others. We have spent 1 hour 22 minutes, so let's quickly try and meet up with time. So places that you can get products very cheap in Nigeria. For yams, things like yams, you can get it in Benue State, Taraba, Abuja, Maiduguri yam as well, and also from Onitsha, that's Anambra State. They have very good yams, although not as much as the ones in the north. So there are some certain levels of yam. There are some certain qualities you would need for some kind of yam products. Let's say you are doing yam elubo, you know the type of yam you will need for it, you know the places you will get it. These are some of those things. If you need elubo, most people know that is Oyo people that make very good elubo. Although you can get in Benue State as well, although you can get in some places, other places in the southwest, but Oyo State, very cheap and quality over there. Then other markets in major locations in Nigeria, you get elubo. But if you are buying in large quantity, you want to go to the closest location to the source. So for things like seed, fruits and grains, get it from things like beans, egusi, ginger, turmeric. You can get it from Maiduguri, Kano, Jos, Taraba, and Benue State. So later on in the group, those who are in the north will have to introduce themselves. That's why I said, please do not leave the group because we'll still be doing follow up from time to time. Connect with people. If you have not introduced yourself, sell your market, like sell your products. People that are in Lagos that need things from the north and you are in the north, you know you can also help each other, be your brother's keeper and also make small change on it. Do you get? So that's the power of connection. That's the power of networking. You are in a group, value it, take out time to not just attend the class, but also get value from others, be a person of value, give out value to others as well. So I also talked about Ijebu Gari, I talked about tapioca, I talked about plantains, then fast selling products abroad now, ginger, turmeric, soup spices, palm oil, moringa, snake oil, cocoa butter, butters and spices. Anything skincare now that is organic is very easy to sell abroad. Palm oil is one of my money spinners. Then the benefit of sourcing products locally is that you have more flexibility. You have a lot of things you can control. You have more flexibility. You have greater control of costs. For example, like the cost of the cost of sorting out beans. You know, beans is not something you just get and you pour into pot. I don't know about other products, even palm oil as well. You would still need to do some things to make sure that it's in the best condition. You can control cost because you can negotiate price with people when you source for it locally. Unlike when you go to major markets that they no send you, like my Naija people say, they no send you. They've done everything. So just they give you price, you bargain a little and you pay. But when you are buying from the local farmers or as closer to the source as possible, you can tell them that please help me clean these beans. I want these beans very, very clean. And you pay a few boys, you pay them like chicken change, you pay them a little amount of money. In less than an hour, they've cleaned some bags of beans for you. It's in the best condition. You carry your beans and you move. So you have control of that cost. Unlike when someone else is handling it for you and they tell you that we use 20,000 naira to do the processing, we use 20,000 naira to clean it, we use 50,000 naira to print out labels. You can't control it because you are not there. But when you do these things locally, I'm talking to those in diaspora that are on this call, when they do it for you from Nigeria, you control those costs. You would also agree with me that paying labor in Nigeria is cheaper than when you are paying for labor, manual labor abroad. You pay in hours over there. You can't call anybody to come and help you to clean beans or to come and help you to reduce one big bag of garri into smaller quantities. No. But in Nigeria, you have control of that cost because of how things are and the standard of living. Even though sad, but it happens. It happens. And you can still take advantage of that. Then job creation for youths and locals. It also is also linked with that greater control of costs because you've created job for the youths in that area, from the people that pack, that harvest that beans, to the people that pack and clean it for you, to the people that will take it to the motor parks and send it to your location. You are creating jobs for them. You are helping lives. You are putting food on tables. Then it's also a source of revenue for the nation. Money that would have gone into other things is within the economy, still within the economy. Exportation brings money to the country, while importation gives out money. There's something called balance of trade. Balance of trade is like the ratio of imports to exports a country does, which affects their GDP, the gross domestic something. Pardon me, economics in the house, please pardon me. So it's like when there is a deficit in the balance of trade of a nation is when the importation rate is higher than the exportation rate. And when you are importing, you've added to the economy of another nation. But for exports, you are making sure that money stays in your country, even though yes, you are sending it abroad, but those things have been sourced in Nigeria. They are packaged in Nigeria. Immigration Service, the Nigerian Export Promotion Council, customs and everything. They're also making money from it, and it's also going into the economy of the nation, it boosts the economy of the nation. So that's one of the things why exportation is good and sourcing of products from Nigeria even much better. So, in a few minutes, we will be moving to how to get buyers abroad. I'll take a short break to take water and refresh. In the meantime, please, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel on YouTube, I'm pleading, please just go to my channel on YouTube, subscribe, drop a comment, wish me well, like, comment, share the link out as well. Thank you so much. So we'll be talking about how to get buyers abroad. So you give me a few minutes, just 2 minutes to take a quick break, and then I'll be back. While you go to like my channel, please like my channel. I'm begging you. Ada Smart Exporter. So just go on YouTube, click Ada Smart Exporter. Just type Ada Smart Exporter, type Ada Smart Exporter, and my page would show up. Please follow, like, and subscribe. I'll be back shortly. Thank you. So I'm back, guys. Welcome back to the second half of the class. Some people didn't download the app. Mm, trying to. So we're moving to the part where everyone has been looking forward to. We're back. We're back. We're back. If you took a break, please come back. Come back and let's continue. So, how to get buyers abroad? The first one is through partnership. They say charity begins at home. So you can get customers from friends, relatives in London, in UK, Canada, USA, Belgium, France, Ukraine. There's an increasing number of Nigerians in Ukraine. You might want to check. Even students that are studying there, they can still be of help to you if you have friends, family, and relatives that are over there. So how do you make how do you can anyone hear me on Google Meet? Yes, the video is on now. So how do you get buyers abroad? I mentioned the first one is through partnerships with friends and relatives. For this one, you have to have credibility. You must be someone that already has something doing. You send out a partnership letter or you just call them. Call them and let them know first. Share your page with them. Tell them what you have already, what you are doing, and tell them, sis, bro, auntie, uncle, this is what I'm working on. I'm looking at expansion. I'm looking at expanding to where you are. Please, how can I do that? Or how can I get customers? Or can you assist me in getting customers in your location? Or can I send things to you and you deliver to my customers? Like let them see that you are serious with what you are doing already. Let them see that you are ready to work. It's not like you can't be calling them all the time for money. A lot of them will help out because I've seen people in diaspora that are always concerned with how to help their people in Nigeria, and they're tired of always like always sending money home. So if they see that you have something you want to start doing to be of help to yourself, if it is in their power, they will do it to help you. And in this one, just go with a meek attitude, Go with proof. Take it like you want to present your business to an outside investor. Take it like you want to show your business to an investor. Show them how your business is quality. Show them the things they stand to gain from also helping you. Like as your business is growing, tell them how you want to collaborate with them, because take it or leave it. What it means is that they are your clearing agents, or like they are your guarantors. A lot of people in the US will not want to do business with you that you are in Nigeria because of lack of trust. So if they hear that you have an agent, or in this place, you don't tell them that you have an auntie or you have an uncle. What you tell them is that you have an agent or you have a shipper in the US, they can pick up from that person. Once they see a US address and a US number, definitely they will, it still gives a level of confidence that this person is genuine, because they can't come down to Nigeria to arrest you. If the business goes south, they just have this confidence in their system over there that they will be able to lay hold on that person that you've used as a guarantor, sort of. So try as much as possible to country like cultivate a good relationship with the people you know in diaspora already. Temilola Okediba, I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. So please, can you repeat your questions? Okay, I'm going up now. Chizzy Albert asked about palm kernel oil. Destination for the product, we've talked about it. Temi. Then, so even dry pomo is a no-no. Yes, it is a no-no. It is a no-no. If you are starting out, it is a no-no. Except you are giving it to people that are traveling, they can carry it themselves. Or if you are selling dry pomo and that person has their own shipper, like that person has their own forwarding agent, no problem, they pay you for your pomo and you give it to them. But pomo is contraband, and even agents, even a shipping agent that carry it will tell you that it's 50-50. Oh. If customs sees this pomo, we will not refund you. So you make sure that if you are selling things that are contrabands, but I would advise that you don't major on only pomo. Have other genuine products that people can buy, and maybe the pomo is just something you can add. But I would really advise, most shipping agents don't collect pomo. The ones that collect, they are the ones that have ojukokoro. They just want to eat your customer, like your abroad customers money, because they will tell the person that is the receiver abroad that if anything happen, can you guys hear me? Because I want to be as straightforward as possible with this thing. If anything happens to it, they would not pay back the receiver abroad for the shipping fee. And customs would have seized those products. They will not give it back to the person. They will put all blame. They will either shift all the blame to you that you are the sender in Nigeria, or the receiver over there. Is that clear? Did I answer that question to your satisfaction? So based on your experience, Temi is asking again, based on your experience for a JJC, what 5 products will you suggest for UK, US, and Canada each based on affordability? It's in the ebook. I would send the ebook to everyone after the class. It's in the ebook. And at what point do customers pay? Customers can pay either before you send the items to their shipping agents, or if you are on a very good trust basis with that customer, you can tell the person to pay a certain percent of the cost while you give it, before you give it to the agent, and then when the product gets to them in diaspora, they can balance you up. Although it is a bit risky, but later on you will learn the ways to make sure you get your money. Do you understand? Tell me, are you still here? Are you still here? Okay, okay, perfect. So Chizzy Albert is asking, how can we get shippers? We will talk about that towards the end of the class. For now, you can keep dropping questions, but let's try and get to the end of the curriculum, and then everybody can start asking questions, and we'll just throw in, introduce ourselves, connect with each other for those that have products that other people might need. Do you understand? So please try and be patient. Also try and be as attentive as possible so you gain a lot from the class. Thank you. So I'm still calling it out to those on Google Meet. Please try and go to my YouTube channel to subscribe. Please, that's the encouragement I need. This class is totally free. I'm not charging for any part of it. The information that is in the ebook that I'm giving to you, I still gave it to a graphics designer to add things to it to make it really nice. This is an ebook that I know people that don't have as much information. It has so much information that people pay nothing less than 5,000 naira for it. Even this training, I'm not holding anything back. I'm not holding anything back. The only encouragement I need is for you to just go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. If you are on Instagram as well, follow my Instagram page so you'll be getting more information. Is that clear? Is that an agreement? Please, can I get more yes? If you've followed, please indicate that you followed on Instagram. If you've subscribed on YouTube, please kindly subscribe. Please kindly subscribe. Ajogi Mimi, Evans, thank you so much. Thanks for your subscription. If you are yet to subscribe, please subscribe. Please share and like as well. Thank you so much. That's just the encouragement I need. I don't want money. Don't pay me. Just subscribe. Thank you so much. All right. So the second way that I get customers. So concerning partnership, I said that it's easier dealing with someone in US, UK, Canada, and the location where you are trying to send to. If you have someone that is already there that can attest to the fact that you are not a fraud, it will do your business a lot of good. This is an internet age, fine, everybody gets customers online, but the extra credibility you get is when you already have someone that is in that location that can vouch for you that you are not a fraud, you are not a scam. Yes, I actually know this person in Nigeria. Between the period of last year to this year, I want to give a practical example. I've sent out goods. The company I manage, right? We've sent out goods like over 12 sets of container to Canada. Now, my partner is in US. My boss is in US. Like the CEO of the company I work with is in the United States. So our head office is in the United States. But over time, we started getting more customers in Canada, even though we did not have a physical office in Canada. How did we do it? We leveraged on partnership. Do you understand? We leveraged on partnership. For example, the person that clears goods for us, we have a broker. Because at a certain level, when you are doing things in container, one person cannot go and clear the load. An individual cannot go and clear the load because it's already commercial quantity. They know that that load is coming to Canada to be sold. It's not household use, it's not personal use. So we had brokers. Yes, brokers will liaise. Your broker will liaise with customs that this is what is in this container, it is vetted, these are the documents for this product that are in this container, and then customs checks it and they release that load. Now when customs has released the load, it is sea cargo, but the goods in that sea cargo belongs to over 100 people because it doesn't belong to one person. Do you understand? Now we don't have an office in Canada. Do you people understand now? Like, are you following? Please, you push you ginger me. Oh, I need comments. You push you ginger me. You push you ginger me now. Eh? Thank you, Stella. Thank you, Ihani. Thank you. Correct. Now I'm feeling good. Thank you. Let me not feel like I'm talking to myself. Ndono. No. Thank you so much. Ẹ ṣé gan, ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. Nagode. So We have a 40 feet container now in Canada that is already in Toronto airport, in Toronto seaport rather. No office, nobody. How will we distribute the load to people? That we cannot say everybody pack yourself to the port and come and start selecting your load one by one. Do you get? We have to leverage on partnership. So we called a few people, a few weeks to that, container getting there. We called people even in the process when we were organizing the thing. We called people that we are sending so goods, we are planning this thing. Are you ready to partner with us? This is it. This is what you stand to gain. This is what you stand to gain. We told them, okay, for something that is 600 naira per kg, we told them, for your personal load, if you add your load to this container, this is how much we will be giving you. So you have big discounts. Like you are more like a staff to us, right? Are you following? So we've given them a benefit that if they bring so amount of load, they are not going to pay as much as other normal customers pay. Then if you tell people about this thing, please try and help us organize about 4 to 5 people. Try and help us to get um a sorting facility or a warehouse, because renting a warehouse in Nigeria here, later on I can show you a cross section of our warehouse here in Nigeria. You can rent warehouses in Nigeria for less than 3 million or less than 5 million naira, right? But in Canada, it's different. You are paying in Canadian dollars. And it's one thing to be earning in naira and to be making expenses in dollars. You get? So we can't pay for a warehouse for a year or 2 years like we do in Nigeria. So we have to talk to them. Can they help us look for ways to get places that we can lease? People of God, that is how we got it though. Now, these big companies, like other people won't really tell you how they do it. But I'm telling you here, right? We talked to these people, and about 2 people, 2 or 3 people, they made information, like they made research. They gave us options of about 2 different warehouses. They told us the price that if our goods come in and our goods stay for like a week, this is the amount we will pay. We calculated that, we kept it aside. So by the time our load got to Canada, we already knew that this is how much we will be spending, along with clearing costs. Now, labor, you know these goods are much. They have to bring it out. They have to sort it. They have to call people that, Auntie Lagbaja, oh, your load has gotten here. Oh, the load that you sent to Nigeria so months ago, it's already here. Then people will be excited. They will pick up their load. That is how we started, like, word about our business started moving. That is how we started getting more customers, more and more customers. In fact, till date, we have people in provinces that we don't send to, because Canada is in like provinces, the way US is in states. Provinces that we don't have anybody. Somebody will call us and tell us that they are Nigerian. They will talk to us and tell us that there are like a growing number of Nigerian population in, say, Regina, Canada, or Winnipeg, Canada, and we also need sea cargo. How can we run it together? I will organize my people to bring load. Just give us a date. When it gets to Canada, we will sort it. Do you get? Although it is great, but we leveraged on partnerships. We've had our own, like we've had our own bad days. We've had days where it didn't go so well, but at the end of the day, partnerships helped us a lot. Partnerships helped us a lot. So if you are going to do exportation, you need to leverage on partnership, and you must not hold things like to yourself. Try and find a way to give out freebies, give out value, so this person will see that I'm also gaining, you are also gaining. Nobody is at a loss. Everybody works together for the goal to be met, right? Are we following? So that's one of the ways you can really leverage on partnership. Make sure that you are not just lynching to that person. You are not being a parasite. You are not just telling them, Auntie, help me send my load. and see her, because even their address alone that they are giving out to people to come and pick from is still kind of a risk. They are taking a risk for you because they know you. So try and appreciate them, appreciate their efforts, appreciate the fact that they even gave you an audience. And they also want to make money. Life is not that easy abroad. These people also need change too. Extra money is extra money. No money is too small. Do you get? They really hustle hard. People like, I don't know, but people abroad, it's like people in Nigeria always feel people abroad are just picking money from trees. No, some of them take 3 jobs, some of them take 4 jobs. And if that they can do that and they are making money from it, how much more you that they know and they see that, and they see that they are helping you and they're also gaining a bit from it. So that's one of the ways that, like, I don't know why I took so much time on this, but I think it's something that would help out a lot. So the next one is existing Amazon and eBay sellers. How do you get customers on Amazon and eBay? One of the ways that you do this is one of the ways I've pointed people out to, but I'm still trying to leverage on it for palm oil as well. Yes, yes. Sorry, Google Meet got disconnected, so I'm trying to use another phone to log in. It's already linking.
It's one letter.
Sure. YouTube.
How about flour, sweet potato, cassava, plantain, and Thailand?
I already did that. I already, I already answered that. Sorry, Google Meet. My phone went off, so I'm trying
This one is
to
on
move
YouTube,
off
but
to another one. Yes, YouTube is on. YouTube is on.
what this thing from this thing, let me do it fast, fast. Which of the years? This one. Tell them to check this thing. Should they do that?
Yes, Cheesy, I'm back now. Perfect. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, so we're both on now. Yeah, both pages are on now. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your patience. Thank you so much. Okay, so where was I? I lost my train of thoughts. Amazon and eBay. So basically, someone should quickly give me a product that they sell or they are interested in sending abroad. Let's do a quick sorry, please come again, please. Honey, Amazon, Nigerian honey. Okay, so I'm sharing screen on YouTube. Please, those on Google Meet, just so as to save time. Please, can we all move to YouTube, please? I think YouTube is better. YouTube is better, please. It is, but I can't share screen on this other phone. But the laptop is faster. So I'm sharing screen now. I'm sharing screen now. So let's say you go to Amazon, honey beans. So these are the popular brands of Nigerian honey beans that are on Amazon. I'm seeing one for $19. $19. There's another one going for $36. That's $4.6 per pound. And the pound is like 0.5 kg. So they're selling. Then this one that is very, very clear on my screen, Nigerian taste. Please, can we all see it? Make sure this is right. So I'm showing a screen here that has Nigerian honey beans on it, Oloyin beans, 4 lbs. This 4 lbs is about 2 kg. Now 2 kg of this now is going for $24.99. That's about $25. Multiply that by current exchange rates. That's over 12,000 naira, I believe. So if you need to do a quick product research or market research, you just check for your product if it's already on Amazon and what is the dominant, like the predominant rate they are selling it on Amazon. So you reach out to buyers or usually people that are wholesale suppliers of these things. The last research I did was on ginger, Nigerian ginger on Amazon. The last one I did was Nigerian ginger. So you reach out to, when you are on Amazon Plus, you click here, you click here, I'm not signed in, so it's the site is a bit slow. You click here when you're on Amazon Plus, then you look for the United States. I have to go to the website. So this is the Amazon US website. So you look at ginger powder as well. So you see the ones available. This is for those that are looking at pricing as well. You're confused about how to price your product and how to package it. Using Amazon standard, you will see how others package. This one is in like a cup format. This one here is in cup format. Nettle leaf. I'm seeing nettle leaf. Gluten free. Then there are some that are in packages. This will be easier for someone that is in Nigeria to do because this packaging is very easy to get here in Nigeria. You just pack and you seal. So you see these products, the ones that are not so popular, it means you have an advantage as entry level. You have market entry advantage for that product. So it will be easier for you to get customers. Currently, Nigeria cannot register on Amazon. That's why I don't have an account. As a Nigerian, you can't sell on Amazon with a Nigerian address and account. So the way that I've advised people to go around it is usually still ties is usually still tied to people in diaspora. So what the people in diaspora will be doing for you or for us is help us to register on Amazon Plus with the Nigerian name of that person, with the brand of that person, or even in your name. And then the person ships to your address. It makes sure that before it gets to this stage, the person's packaging and everything is very neat. It is very neat. They send sample products to you. Say, for example, it is this ginger or honey this person is doing. Make sure they send like a very little quantity to you first. So it goes through the testing stage. Amazon will send representatives to pick and test that this product is very good before they then start posting it on their website. So from there, you'll be getting customers. Then another way is to sell in wholesale, to offer to sell in wholesale to people that are already Amazon sellers. So you go to Amazon just like I showed, and then you pick out people like sellers with the highest rate, people with the highest sales rate. You offer to give them cheaper prices, and then you move ahead to ship to a US address already, and from there you can then keep getting return orders. So if you have any questions on that, please just note it down so we would take it at the end of the class. If you have any question, if you have any suggestions, if you are in the US or other places and you would like to volunteer to partner with people as well, they can also send to you that you are in diaspora and you'll be the brand, like you'll be the brand ambassador for that thing. So they are reselling to you and then you sell off to Amazon and you distribute. Am I still audible? Which one? Yes. Okay. So we're good to go. We're good to go. We're moving forward. We're moving forward. I need your phone, please.
Are you sure this thing is still connected?
Yes, it's connected. Give me your phone. Thank you.
30 minutes. Let me open
The
it.
book I sent to you.
You did not send it. Should I your ebook? I don't know how many Kini.
Can you guys hear me now? Am I audible? Okay, it's working clearly now. So that's that for Amazon and eBay. Then the next one is to run ads, meet your customers everywhere that your potential customers are. Everyone is on Instagram these days, everyone is on Facebook, everyone is on LinkedIn. With LinkedIn ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, you can get to your customers and they can also see what you do. So for you to get to this stage, it means that already you've opened a page, you've started posting out content, you started posting either videos or pictures of the items you are selling, already processed or in their raw forms. That's if you are looking at doing wholesales, you need to have started showing or you need to start showing the way the item or the product looks like. Show people the back end of your work. Show people how this thing is processed. Show people the possible things they can make from that item. So you also need to host your business or host your product page on Google My Business directories, LinkedIn directories as well. Then list your business on online platforms. Optimize your page. optimize your page, and lastly, run ads consistently. You need to run ads. You can't go to UK, you can't go to Canada, you can't go to the places that these customers are in. What is the next cheapest means of getting across to these customers? Is through the use of online advertisement. So you need to have move your business to the level where people can see it online, relate to it, you feel your product is genuine, and also buy from you. Are we following? So if the item you are selling, most of the people that will buy from you are on Facebook, make Facebook your dominant page for reaching out to customers. If the product you sell is something that is professionals, people that buy, like if you are selling in wholesale rate, or if you are looking at selling to companies, majority of the hiring staff of these companies are on LinkedIn. You should look at making your ads, posting your products consistently on YouTube. For my business, it's Instagram, basically. Instagram and Facebook is what we use. We run ads consistently on Instagram and Facebook. That is the way we used to get new customers to come in. When these customers come in, we try as much as possible to satisfy them the first time, so that the referrals and reviews and recommendations they give out to others keep bringing new people in to us, keep sending, like it just sends good vibes, not just vibes. It makes people know you are genuine because one person has used you and this person has told them that I got my goods, I got my package, use them, try and use them. That's one of the highest turnover rates, one of the highest ways we turn over customers. We get customers every time we send items or every time we want to cargo in large quantity. So you have to look at that. Online advertisements. If you are just starting out, you need to learn the basics of that page, how to manage that social media platform, how to post regularly. There are applications for scheduling. You schedule these apps, and from time to time you schedule the posts that will go onto these apps. From time to time you answer questions, you give out information about your business to people, you show people, use videos a lot. Videos usually help a lot. Videos show the back end of your products, it shows how you do it, it shows